Exit 20 off of Interstate 64 in West Virginia. At first glance, this may look just like any other highway exit in America. Fast food, retail, gas, hotels, but hidden behind an old car wash on Cracker Barrel Drive is something truly one of a kind. Welcome to Billy Bob's Wonderland. With arcade games, prizes, bounce houses, mini golf, and a snack bar, Billy Bob's Wonderland is a place where anyone can have fun. But what makes this one of a kind? And who on earth is Billy Bob? That is where our story begins. Before we can talk about Billy Bob's Wonderland, we have to step back to 1980. A brand new pizza restaurant has just opened in Jacksonville, Florida, and it's called Showbiz Pizza Place. Showbiz Pizza Place was more than just a restaurant, featuring the latest video games, a ball pit, sports room, and a revolutionary animatronic show called the Rock-afire Explosion. The Rock-afire Explosion amazed audiences and was far superior to the show found at Showbiz's greatest competitor, Chuck E. Cheese's Pizza Time Theater. In the years to follow, 200 Showbiz Pizza Places opened up across the United States. Investors and land developers everywhere were lining up to franchise a Showbiz of their own, such as Rex Donahue Sr., but more on him later. To this day, many people still have fond memories of the days of Showbiz Pizza Place.
Working at Showbiz in the late 80s was fun as heck. It was great. 18-year-old guy like me got to work on the robots and so forth and fix the video games. It was great.
Unfortunately, all good things must come to an end. The video game crash of 1983 put an end to the golden era of this industry, and Showbiz decided that the only way to survive was to merge with Chuck E. Cheese. After several years of running the chains in tandem, Showbiz decided it was time to move forward with one cast of characters, and Chuck E. Cheese was chosen. Franchise owners of the Showbiz restaurants were ordered to strip the Rock-afire Explosion of their costumes and redress the animatronics to look like the Chuck E. Cheese characters, and that was that. Except it wasn't. Remember Rex Donahue Sr.? He decided that he didn't want to convert his Showbiz in Barboursville, West Virginia into Chuck E. Cheese, so he voided his franchise agreement and kept his restaurant the same, except for the name. Since he couldn't call his restaurant Showbiz Pizza Place anymore, he gave it a new name, Billy Bob's Pizza Wonderland, named of course after the mascot of Showbiz and Rock-afire member, Billy Bob. Eventually, he opened a second Billy Bob's location in Ashland, Kentucky. However, in 2003, he decided to close both locations and open a brand new, larger location. Here, the name became Billy Bob's Wonderland since the word pizza didn't fit on the sign.
Think you're too old for Billy Bob's Wonderland? You'd better guess again. Billy Bob's has moved so we can showcase all our new games under one big roof.
Billy Bob's Wonderland is the last of its kind. No other fun center in the United States still features Billy Bob and this cast of characters: Duke on the drums, Fats on piano, Beach Bear on guitar, Mitzi on vocals, and Rolf's comedy routine with his hand puppet Earl. They still perform their original songs that they sang at Showbiz in the 80s.
Happy birthday, baby, one more year, your birthday candle.
While there are animatronic fans that come to Barboursville to see the show, Billy Bob still struggles to compete with flashier, modern, high-tech competitors, such as the new Dave & Buster's, which just opened across the street.
One of our big challenges in pretty much any other arcade is the mega arcades like Dave & Buster's out there, and they just take away the business for a very short time.
The animatronics can be activated every 10 minutes by the push of a button, so wear on their 40-year-old parts is also a challenge for the staff to keep up with.
One of the big challenges working on the animatronics is trying to find parts, and of course the masks.
Billy Bob's Wonderland is a hidden gem and the last living example of a bygone era. That Showbiz in Jacksonville that opened in 1980 is actually still there as a Chuck E. Cheese, of course, but no one would know its age by looking at it. A large video screen replaces the animated show as Chuck E. Cheese has followed the rest of the industry into offering a digital experience. Billy Bob's Wonderland is still respecting tradition, offering an original band, singing for birthday parties, Rock-a-Fire fans, Five Nights at Freddy's fans, or anyone that happens to walk inside. No admission fee or cover charge required. Places like this get harder to find every passing year as change is pushed on every front, and people are too consumed in life to stop and have a little bit of old school fun. So, if you ever find yourself at a Cracker Barrel in West Virginia, make sure you take a second and look to the side. You may be standing next to a piece of history, and if you are, please be sure to experience it
before